What is up, guys? Flippin' Steve back with another video, and today I'm going to be asking you guys opinions to help me out, help me make some decisions. And I know usually the script or the coin is on the other side, and you guys are asking me stuff. We're live streaming, we're talking, whatever, but you know how it is. No live stream this past week. Sorry, guys. If you hadn't heard, my older dog actually passed away, and just like a month or two ago, remember my other dog passed away. So now both of my big dogs are gone, and it's all good. It was time, and you know, I'm good with that. Guys who have reached out to me and said, you know, I was in your prayers and stuff like that. Thank you for that. You know, thanks for the support. Thanks for supporting the channel, and thanks for supporting me, you know, as a person, you know, as we become friends to the community. And I want to ask you guys out there who are watching this video, some of your opinions and such when it comes to Beckett grading. And yes, I have not graded with Beckett in years. It has been a long time. If you guys watched my last video, I sent in a 15 card SGC submission. Now, I do buy Beckett slabs, so I have nothing against owning Beckett graded items. I just haven't sent off to them in a very long time. In fact, I submitted to them back in the early 2000s, and I can't recall when my last submission was to them other than a Pascal Siakam that I already had, that was a BGS raw card review. I've only sent in raw card reviews of stuff that are items that have already been graded, and I just needed to have the slab put on it. However, I acquired this Beckett voucher for $500 worth of free Beckett grading, as well as one free, or send this voucher in with your next BSA submission to get $50 off your next autograph authentication. So, $500 worth of card grading, $50 off an autograph authentication. I guess that would be like a piece of memorabilia if you owned it and you actually wanted to get it authenticated, whether it was a certificate of authenticity or maybe a card that would get an authentic slab on it. Not 100% sure how that works, but what I will be doing is giving away the autograph authentication to a viewer from this video. Just drop a comment below when I tell you what I want you to comment, and I will select, you know, one of those comments randomly to win this free voucher here, if that's something you would be interested in. And I acquired this from someone else in the community. Actually, this was given out at the Industry Summit in Vegas, and this came to me from Brad, the comeback card investor. Maybe you guys have heard of him, maybe not. But anyway, just another friend of mine in the community that hooked me up with this BGS voucher. Now, going over to BGS's website right now, they only offer two services, and that's premium with subgrades and premium with no subgrades. Now, premium with subgrades is $250 per card. So right now I'm looking at 2 cards. Or premium with no subgrades, it's $125. I could do 4 cards. However, a lot of people say, what's the use in submitting to BGS if you're not going to get the subgrades? However, a lot of the cards are actually, all the cards that I want to send in are autographed cards. So maybe subgrades aren't quite as important on those, you know, thick stock, you know, auto cards. But I probably will go with the subgrades. That's one thing I want to ask you guys' opinion on. Should I do 2 cards at $250 a piece, or should I do 4 cards at $125 a piece with no subgrades? Especially when you look at the cards and you see the type of cards they are. Also, I'm going to show you guys the cards that I have a stack of, and I got to pick 2, and I want you guys to help me. So that's going to be in the comments below. I'm going to want you guys to tell me, would you go with 2 or would you go with 4 at the rates that BGS is charging right now, or which 2 cards would you pick? Now, only give me 2 cards, don't give me 4. But tell me if you would send 2 or 4, and which 2 you would actually send after I show you the cards. Now, again, I do buy, sell, trade slabs of all types, PSA, BGS, SGC mainly. I submitted to SGC quite a bit and PSA, and never really submitted to BGS a whole lot, like I said earlier. So, again, I do believe their process is probably a little dated. I think you still fill things out by hand. I don't go to card shows and drop stuff off. There's just not enough big card shows around me to do something, you know, that would make it easy. But again, and keep in mind my personal preference. My personal preference is to send higher end, you know, basic or parallel type cards to PSA. Oddball items like you saw on my last video. If you haven't, go check that out. Go check it out if you haven't. You know, whether it's wrestling or even some Marvel stuff. rock and roll. You know, just odds and ends I like to send to SGC. And I do prefer my thicker based cards with the autographs or jersey pieces, jersey swatches, to be graded by BGS. I love those in a BGS slab. So also keep that in mind as well. So again, guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to turn around. We're going to look at the cards. That's the coolest part of the video, not me. And you guys, you know, drop down below 2 of these cards that you would submit if you were me. And also let me know, do you think it would be better value to go with $125 with no subgrades, $250 with subgrades? And that really seems like a steep price increase. You figure when a grader is grading the cards, they're looking at all 4 criteria anyway. Surface, corners, centering, edges. That's your criteria. That's what they're going to put subgrades on. They're going to look at that anyway when grading the card. So for it to cost double the price to get the subgrades on there, it seems a little bit steep, considering it's something that the grader is already doing anyway. But anyway, that's just my thought on that. You know, maybe it increases the value of the card twofold. So maybe they want to, you know, get their piece of the pie, which they do. Everybody does. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the cards. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at some cards and make some decisions on what we're going to send in to grade. Wish I could send them all in. However, grading fees are pricey right now, especially with BGS. Here is the voucher, as you can see, $500. And then this I'll be giving away free, which is the $50 off Authentication. So, not sure how much Authentication costs. I guess it depends on the piece. But anyway, hopefully somebody out there is interested in that, and you'll have a chance to win that by commenting below. As you can see, I got a couple cards in the backdrop. Some of my favorites, my Al Pacino, my Ripken Banks dual auto, my Manning Marino dual auto, and of course, the Intimidator there on the end. My most recent autograph pickup, which is a hockey card. I don't buy many hockey cards. Got black stuff on my finger from the table. But my first hockey card is I'm looking to, you know, buy some hockey legends out there and add some of those to my collection. Mario Lemieux 2-color sweater in a 9, auto 10. And I got this for a great price, so, you know, I figured, you know, it'd be cool to go ahead and add it to the collection for the price that I got it for. Let's go ahead and take a look here. First off, we're going to start off with a card that I'm probably not even thinking about submitting at the moment. This is a Colin Sexton Immaculate RPA. It is numbered out of 99, multicolor on card, but let's go ahead and get that one out of the way. Next up, this one finally came in from China. I'm going to have to pull it out of the top loader, as you can see, because there's tape. This is a National Treasures Lasting Legacies Isaiah Thomas, numbered out of 25. Again, multicolor swatch. This is a sticker auto. Isaiah has a great looking auto, though. My first Isaiah Thomas autograph, and this really just kind of came in the mail like yesterday. So, again, Isaiah Thomas, thoughts on that? This one is at the top of my list right now that I want to send in. This is a Tony Hawk auto, numbered out of 20. Masters Collection, which I believe is Upper Deck. Yes, picked this up at the National, and I've been waiting to send it in. Not really sure how it'll grade if I did send it in. Just, you know, I'm just looking to get 9s. 9.5s would be great, but they're tough to get on these types of cards. This would be a PC card for me, as well as, I believe, just Tony Hawk stuff will hold value long term. Larry Legend, National Treasures, numbered out of 35. You guys know the story about my Flawless, numbered out of 15, that I sold at Philly Trade Night. Go check out my last live drive. You'll hear the story on that. What do you think about the bird? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If he was playing today, I guess he would be called KAJ. You know, everybody goes by their initials. So KAJ in the house. Kaj, whatever you want to call him. Cage, but KAJ. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, National Treasures out of 25. More KAJ coming up. That's gonna catch on. Another Abdul-Jabbar. This one is a Cornerstones, numbered out of 25. Game used. These are game used patches. This one definitely has a possibility. I like this one. Little Magical Johnson, as Vegas Finds would say. Don't see him on that much anymore, but Magic Johnson, game used. I believe this is National Treasures as well, out of 25. Nice looking card. More Magic Johnson in the house. This is out of 49. Immaculate. Another on card. I love the gold signature here. You guys think about that one. We got the Diesel coming up. Shaq Daddy. This is National Treasures. 1 of 1 white box. 1 of 1 white box. With this being a 1 of 1 and being sealed by Panini, you know, I could still get good value on this raw if I wanted to move it, as opposed to having to have a slab on it. So it is a great card, but what do you guys think about slabbing 1 of 1s or slabbing cards that are, you know, encased by Panini and sealed? You know, you get mixed thoughts on that. Some people are like, no, just leave them in the Panini case. Some people are like, you should still grade them. Some people are like, they're 1 of 1s, it doesn't matter. We got a little NASCAR action, Rainbow Warriors, Jeff Gordon here. I already have a graded Jeff Gordon card. So more than likely not going to lean towards sending this one in, you know, for the price. This thing's been in this case so long, I bought it, you know, it was in a screw down. And even if they make screw downs anymore, everything now is, you know, the 1-touches. Speaking of 1-touches in NASCAR, another Intimidator auto. This is another one I'm leaning heavily towards. My 2 favorites that I have favorited have been the Tony Hawk and this Dale Earnhardt Sr. Just because you don't see many graded pack-pulled autos of either one of these guys anywhere on eBay. I scooped that one up over there as soon as I saw it. And you just don't see many of those players. You see lots of the players that I've showed. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. A lot of the guys that I collect, you find, you know, graded autographs of them on eBay. However, the Dale Earnhardt / Tony Hawk type goats of different sports are just few and far between, you know, when they turn up. So I'm really leaning heavily towards this Dale Earnhardt and the Tony Hawk that you saw earlier. However, you know, when I get your guys' thoughts, who knows, maybe I'll change my mind. Here is out of 15, and this is sealed by Flawless already. And this is a jersey patch Joe Namath out of 15. This card has drawn some interest from Dustin, the personal finance dad over there. So I might actually just deal this card to him and not get it graded. If I got it graded, then it just wouldn't make sense for me to go ahead and get it graded if I planned on trading it or trading it after I got it graded. I should just let it go to him and let him make that decision for himself. But anyway, it is an option. And then last but not least, guys, I think this is the only baseball card in the bunch. This is my Willy Mays scripted auto MVP 54. It's not just an auto of Willie, but also has the scribe or the inscription on there. Picked this up at the last Philly show as well. Wanted to get a Willy Mays auto. Want to get another one. But again, maybe I should send this one in. We'll see. But right now I'm really leaning heavily towards the Dale Earnhardt and the Tony Hawk. Right now are like leading the way for me. Let's go ahead and find those two. These two are like leading the way for me. But let me know what you guys think. Drop comments below. If you had to pick 2 of these cards that I showed you, which 2 would you send? And also, would you go with 4 cards at $125 each or 2 cards at $250 each with the subgrades? And I'm also probably going to have to pay a little additional fee on top for the autograph grade itself. So go figure. But anyway, guys, also keep in mind that I do PC Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Tony Hawk. And that I have voucher here. And you guys have a chance to win the free voucher. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the video. Like and sub on your way out. Share with your friends and family. Do whatever you do. Until next time, guys, good luck in your investing, your collecting. Have a good day. I'll see you guys later.